What up, man? So to answer your question, what is my rebuttal when they say I didn't fill that out on Facebook or coming over? First, let me say, if I have I'm assuming you got the $1.50 leads, but just that's what I assume you mean by the aged ones. But whatever they are, say there's 100 of them, 50 of them, whatever the number is. I want to see how quick I can get. If I have 100, how quick can I get 50 to pick up the phone? Right? And I want to do that as quick as possible. I don't want to drag that out. I don't want it to take me 3 days. I want to knock it out in 6 hours, 4 hours. You know what I mean? Knock it out. Which means you need to dial at a quick pace and understand this thing is like, I always tell the story. When I was a kid, my mom used to hide Easter eggs, and most of them had candy in them. But every once in a while, she would put 50 cents in one. And I used to run around and just look, and there weren't many of them had money in them. We didn't have it like that. So every once in a blue moon, there'd be 150 cents in or something. So I'd run around like a madman picking up eggs, and I would just shake it, listen for change, and if it wasn't change in it, I put it down and kept moving. I didn't get upset there wasn't change in it. I didn't slow down looking for eggs with change in it. I didn't get frustrated. I didn't boo-hoo. I just was running around looking for eggs with money in it. And majority of them had candy, but at the end maybe I'd have a couple bucks, whatever it was. And that excited me. I was 6 or 8 at the time, remembering this deal. And I've always looked at this the same way, whether on the phone or in homes, and certainly I want to help people, yes, but on the phones, man, with 100 age leads, I'm not trying to get them all to say yes. I'm just trying to shake them, man, and find the ones that say yes, right? And who gives a crap? You get candy in the other ones, whatever. And you know what I mean? In my deal, I wasn't mad at it. I'd eat some candy I liked, some I didn't, but I liked money more than candy. And obviously we like people to say yes more than no, but the reality is we got to go through them to get the yeses. So, one, stop being emotional about the ones that don't say what you want them to say. 2, certainly learn how to get better at it, and my advice is to you is to learn how to say things in a way that better prevent the issue you're dealing with than whatever to overcome it. For instance, the easiest way for me is dealing with, I remember a lot of people used to say to me, can't you just mail it? Or essentially the same thing you said, why do you gotta come over? And so I changed my phone script to explain why I gotta come over before they asked. So, John called from the benefit center, and this will also go into the I didn't fill it out, right? My goal there is to, 1, tell them why I have to come over before they ask, and 2, to give them some information that is verified and only they could have put, to have less people say it wasn't them. Not that it works 100% of the time. None of this crap does. But it helps. So, this is John over at the benefit. I go, hey, Steve. Yeah, hey, this is John over at the benefit center calling you about the request you put in on Facebook about the final expense, burial insurance. In here you put down your favorite hobby is whatever, riding bikes. Is that correct? And I give them a little taste of what I'm calling for, but then change gears and ask a question that 90-something% of people are just going to say they're going to answer the question you ask. The problem most new agents make is they stutter before they get there. They do this weird formal introduction. I always relate calling leads if I don't really know you, but you come to the Atlanta office and you forget your jacket. Right, let's reverse the roles. You and me don't know each other. I forget my jacket, you find it. And you have to call me up and go hey, John? Well, I'm yeah? Kind of, who's this? And you go, hey, dude. And I'm sorry, I'm recording the video. I don't remember your name, dude. Sorry. Hey, this is Steve. I was over at the Atlanta office today. you don't really know me, but you have a red jacket, right? It'd be weird for me to, I'd be like, yeah? Be like, yeah, dude, you left it in the office. I have it. I'm going to be out your way tomorrow. What time are you home? That's the that's the tonality, the structure of a phone call for me. So, again, hey, John over at the Benefit Center, calling about the form, the request you put in on Facebook about the final expense burial coverage. Just need to verify real quick. I like to throw that in. What your favorite hobby is, whatever. Favorite color is, whatever. Whatever you can verify. And you do that on any lead. Doesn't matter what you're verifying. It's just the mindset is, here's why I'm calling. Let me ask you a question. That way they answer it, and it buys me more time to talk. That's all I'm looking for. Yes, that's my deal. Yes, that's my color, my hobby, whatever. I go, all right, Steve, my job is real simple. These plans are not ones where they require me to take blood or urine, no testing, none of that kind of crazy stuff. Don't have to put any needles in, but they do require I come out to verify you are who you say you are, check your ID and your meds. Takes takes about 10 minutes to see what you're eligible for, and now I can say whatever. There's going to be another question now. Do you work or retired? What time do you normally get home? Do you prefer mornings or evenings? Do you prefer 10 or 2? Whatever it is, it's going to be some type of question again. And again, it doesn't work every time, but verifying something up front before they get to speak, they say nothing besides yes. And then getting into the second part and telling them why I have to come out before they can open their mouth. Now they've only said like 2 words. Like, yeah, it's them, and yes, that's my favorite, whatever. And at this point, I'm again telling them why I have to come out there. If I do that in advance and I'm not getting worked up, emotional, stuttering, stressed out, worried about their response, my results go up a lot. I'm never going to be 100%. Nothing me or anyone else tells you is going to work every time. But if you do those 2 little things, certainly you'll get more. You know? So, give me 1 second. I'm almost done. Certainly you'll get more of them, and that should be the goal. So then if you change, again, how quick can I get 50 on the phone? Maybe I get 50 to pick up, and it works 15 times, 10 times. You know what I mean? You have 10 appointments that let you come over, putting $150 in. Dude, life is grand, you know? And then the 50 you don't get, dial them again. Dial them the next day, the next dial day, later in the evening, whatever it is. Just make sure you're dialing them aggressively. You know, if you're one of these guys that dials once or twice or 3 times total ever, it doesn't work well. Aggressive dialers, I'll triple dial you 2, 3, 4 times before like 9 a.m. Take 20 of those leads at a time, knock them out, blow them up, call them, 8, 10, 12 times within an hour and a half period. Then move on to your next 20 leads. Do the same thing. It's the way the best ones do it. So hopefully that helps, dude. Later.